Hey guys, it's Ryan. I want to come on here and give you a week 1 update of our Waldorf homeschool. We thoroughly enjoyed this week. It was just magical. It was wonderful. Everyone enjoyed it. Usually by the first day of school, by the end, I have a few children that are already like at least one that's like already burned out. Like I can't do this. I can't sit down and do worksheets. And he's my oldest. He's like not having it. But this week he really enjoyed. All of them did. They were just all so excited. And then even my daughter, she was like teaching our 3-year-old preschool in the room, like teaching them about T-Rex dinosaurs, and they were going around the house like roaring. After she was done with her lesson. It was just phenomenal. So I wanted to kind of take you through our week and kind of tell you what we did. So our first day, we did a nature walk and it was lovely, and I'll put some pictures in here. Here's our koi pond, and the kids had a really good time walking around it. And here's my son collecting pine cones and acorns under the tree. And here are their nature baskets all finished. Here are the kids sitting on their mats preparing for their lesson. It was just so magical. Cool that morning. It was perfect for the introduction of fall, and everyone had a really good time. We got little wicker baskets at Goodwill for like 49 cents each, and we set up our nature table, and it was just wonderful. Here's a picture of our nature table. We tried to pick fall colors and pretty things that would remind us of this month. Every morning the kids get to pick something that I have to put on the nature table, and then we wanted to light a candle, but we have a busy toddler, so we got those little candles with switches on the bottom, like pretend candles. And what I do is I have whoever wants to come up do it, and I say put your finger up and close your eyes and picture the magic of lighting the candle. And then they get real serious, even the ones that know it's like not real, they're just like, okay, I'm really into it. And then I hold the candle like, okay, touch the candle. And then when they touch it, I switch it on, and 3-year-old is all excited. And so we put 2 of those on our table. We have just a couple of little things we do each day. And then there are these books from the library on each month of the year. Whew, excuse me. And so I have September, and so every day we read a bit of that book about what's going on, and we do it in a circle time fashion. So first we do our nature table, and then I have little mats that we got at Home Depot for like $1.50. They were on sale. They were carpet samples, and they're super cute. So the kids get theirs out, they line them up, and that we set up our nature table, and then I have a verse for the week. And so we do our verse to get some movement in, which is important in Waldorf. And then at the end of the verse, it has us sitting down. And so we sit down, and then I read out of the September book. And then we kind of talk a bit about that, and they share what they've been noticing about September. And it's just like a lovely time. And then if I have anything new that I want to introduce them to at that time, I go ahead and do that. And then I tell the younger ones, I start with my oldest, I have the younger ones go sit at the table, and we have Play-Doh. And if like my daughter who's 7, she's like really into reading right now. So if she doesn't want to play with Play-Doh, she just goes and sits on the couch and just reads and reads and reads. And so then I sit down with my son, and if I have any new things that we're doing, like I had a new journal for him, because this year is one that they really encouraged journaling. I gave him a special journal. It was just him and I sitting on the floor. And just real quick to let you know, we have a baby and he's busy. So during this time, I put him in his walker and I give him a little graham cracker and some toys. And he usually can last in there, I wouldn't say 30 minutes, but I would say a good maybe 15 minutes. So that gets us through circle time without him like clawing all over the nature table. And then usually by the time I get to the point where I'm sitting down doing lessons, I'll take him out, and he's so used to being like kind of in the walker that now he's ready to just crawl around. So he just kind of crawls around and plays with some toys on the floor. So I just wanted to say that. But then I do my lessons with my son, and this week it's been so great. It's really been focusing on form drawing, which he loves. I had never done it before, and neither had he, and he's really into it. Also, I get a project for him. The plan is to do a project each week. This week, we found a wooden boat, and he went down to his room after his lessons with me, and he worked on this boat, and it's at his level. Like, he doesn't need any help. So it has glue, paint, everything he needs to build this boat, and it was a pirate ship, and it was really cool when he brought it up, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. So this week coming up, he's going to be building a wooden plane. And I just get them at Walmart. They're like $2.99, and they're pretty great. And he's 9, almost 10. So I don't know if any of you wanted to know what age usually a child could do that at. At least for him, he's really into building, so it's good for him. So then while he's doing that, he's down there building, writing in his journal, doing his personal work. Then my daughter comes and sits down with me, and then we do form drawing. I read a story to her. If there's something that I need to introduce to her, Waldorf is really big on the teacher or parent prep. So if she's going to be doing any kind of drawing or painting, I need to have done it before so I can show her. And I love that aspect of Waldorf because it like brings out all this beautiful creativity in me as a parent and as a mother and as their teacher. I just love it. Anyway, so we do her lesson, and then when she's done, she's ready to go off into her room and just really take in what she's learned, look over the stuff she's done, and then sometimes she goes back to reading a bit more. And this week, every day, she wrote a letter. She wrote to her cousins. She writes it in pencil and then comes to me. And then this is not part of Waldorf. This just she really loves to write, and she wants to write to people and have pen pals. She wrote to her Grammy twice. She wrote to a fairy. We found she's in this phase where she just is really into fairies, and I've never really encouraged it as like truth, but I have told her that she's welcome to be open to the possibility of things that we maybe don't know of in science yet. My big thing is Pluto used to be a planet, and it's no longer a planet, so enough said. But anyway, so that's kind of off topic. Anyway, but she's really into it. So I found this thing where you can write to a fairy, and then they write back. And she's kind of in the process of acknowledging the fact that there are people that write for them, that people are writing the letters. But it was fun. We picked one of the fairies out. Her name was Rosie, and she wrote a letter to her. And then so she was out there. We just go and buy stamps. I count it as money for homeschooling, and I buy a book of stamps every week and envelopes. And she's doing that in the afternoon. So while she's writing a letter and my son's downstairs working on his personal work, then my kindergarten, K1, he comes in and we do his stories with the curriculum. I love Waldorf Essentials. Oh my gosh, I love it. Melissa is like brilliant. Everything she's written in her curriculum is wonderful. So we do the stories there, and then we do lots of play. And then this week we baked cookies. So the little gnome in the story canned peaches. So we made these peach cookies, and it was really amazing watching him be so involved. And this week he's like our quiet child, and he's just been like not angry, but like almost like trying to enter into the world where people can understand him, but they don't. I think he feels like misunderstood a lot, maybe because older siblings, I'm not sure. So he gets angry and he gets frustrated. And with this week, I mean, not all the time, but it's just part of what he's kind of his process since he's turned 5. And since we've started Waldorf this week, I have watched him change so much. It's like he looks at the world with these new sweet eyes of like excitement and joy, and that there's like almost like you can see numbers floating around in the sky, and he's trying to figure out, add things together, and he's trying to see that there's so much more than he ever realized before. And I think that you can experience that with any kind of education, because we are intellectual people and we're made to think and express ourselves. But it's different than anything I've ever noticed with my other children when they were roughly about his age. And it's just fantastic. And then my daughter, when she's done writing her letter, she takes on the 3-year-old, and she's like teaching him school and works on him with his letters. And he's just all about playing school and stuff. So our first week was just lovely. It was wonderful. And I introduced, we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we did our lessons. And then Friday we didn't. I introduced the functions with the math gnomes very casually. And then they just played, and when my husband went to go pick up all our stuff because we just moved somewhere, and we had all this stuff in storage. So when he comes back, I have like y'all don't even understand. I have so much curriculum. I have to start selling stuff because I have so much. But I have like 4 different sets of Sunlight curriculum. I think I have the preschool, A, B, D, and E. I have so much. So I'm going to still incorporate a lot of the books. Like I want to read out loud to the kids because they're just such great books. And but I have so much other stuff. I mean, y'all don't even know. I have so much. It's like crazy. I went crazy last year and I bought so much. I have so many things. So I'm gonna have to sell some stuff and let some of that go. But in the meantime, I ordered a ton of supplementary, like Waldorf books for me to learn more about what I'm doing. And I ordered some Viking books. I made a video on it. I'll try to link that in the description box, on Vikings and Norse mythology that my son will be doing this year. He's in 4th grade. I also ordered some fairy books, and I ordered like a handy boys book and a handy girls book for things to do outside, and all the C.S. Lewis books and movies to go with them. I just ordered a lot of stuff for this year, and we're just really excited. So I wanted to show you real quick. I know this is like a long video, but I want to show you 2 books that I got so far in the mail. I'm going to do a video about this later of all the books that I'm ordering, but for now, I got this one, Waldorf Education, a Family Guide. It is so good. When you read how this person writes, you just feel like you want to jump in the pages and like start over your education with Waldorf. It's so good. Let me see if I can show you like some of the pictures, if I can find some. Let me look through it. Like this. It's just sweet. Look at this 3rd grade little picture. It's so simple in black and white, but it's just so elegant and sweet, and you just feel like you want to get in there and break that sod with him. My goodness. And then I got, so that one's Waldorf Education, a Family Guide, edited by Pamela Johnson Finner and Karen L. Rivers. Michaelmas Press. I'm not sure who's the author. Well, anyway, it's edited. Here we go. And then we have Understanding Waldorf Education, Teaching from the Inside Out. See the apple? Inside Out. You get it? It's lovely. The Star by Jack Petresh. Someone correct me. I don't know. But I just started reading this today. And y'all, I'm sanguine. I don't know if you know that temperament. But sanguines love to buy lots of books and start them and then stop. Buy another book. Start and stop. Buy another book. And Melissa talks about that. If you're a sanguine parent, try to finish one book first before you move on to the next. So, okay, I did start reading this a little bit. But my main book is this one, okay? This sanguine right here is learning something, okay? So anyways, I got these 2 books so far. I ordered a lot on painting and form drawing because I don't really understand it all, and I want to figure out how to do it well. And we also got all our stuff for knitting, and we're going to order some flutes so they can learn how to play the flute. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. It's way longer than I thought, 10 minutes. I was thinking like 5, but there was so many beautiful things that we did, and I wanted to share them. So I hope you guys all have a beautiful day, and I can't wait to give you a week 2 update of our Waldorf homeschool. If you like this video, like and subscribe if I haven't said it. And please leave a comment and tell me how your first week has gone, because this is such a joyful time when it's all starting for the year. You guys have a great day. God bless.